When health and life feel heavy, there are moments in life when even the simplest things begin to feel heavy. The morning coffee that once energized you now sits uncomfortably in your stomach. Lunch becomes a cautious negotiation. What can you eat today that won't cause that familiar burning or bloated feeling? Dinner, meant to bring comfort after a long day, turns into another worry. Will I sleep tonight, or will the heaviness keep me awake again? For many Americans, this has quietly become a normal part of life. Between long work hours, financial stress, and the ever-present rush of modern living, our digestive health often pays the price. Fast food becomes convenience. Late-night snacks replace balanced meals, and our stomachs are forced to keep up with a lifestyle they were never built. For we tell ourselves it's minor and just a little indigestion. But behind that phrase hides discomfort that can touch every part of daily living. It's not only physical, it's emotional. The body feels uneasy, the mood drops, and focus fades. It's a constant background hum of discomfort that drains joy from the things that once felt effortless. Indigestion might not sound dramatic, but it carries a quiet weight. You can't see it, yet it can cloud your days and interrupt your nights. It reminds you that even the strongest body needs gentleness, that good health is not a luxury, it's the foundation for everything else. And while many people immediately reach for quick-fix pills or over-the-counter antacids, there's a growing understanding, among doctors, dietitians, and natural health practitioners alike, that sustainable healing comes from addressing the why, not just the what. Somewhere in the middle of that search for balance, a humble root has quietly held the answer for centuries. Ginger. Understanding the silent pressure indigestion, medically known as dyspepsia, affects an estimated 25 to 30% of adults in the United States every year. It can happen after a heavy meal, after stressful days, or even seemingly at random. But the cause almost always circles back to a few predictable culprits: overeating, eating too quickly, excess caffeine or alcohol, smoking, chronic stress, and certain medications. Physiologically, indigestion happens when the stomach's natural process of breaking down food is disrupted. The stomach produces acid and enzymes to digest food. When this system becomes unbalanced, either from too much acid, too little digestive enzyme activity, or delayed stomach emptying, the result is that heavy burning or bloated feeling most people recognize instantly. Typical symptoms include a sensation of fullness long after eating, upper abdominal discomfort or pain, excess gas, burping or bloating, nausea or mild vomiting, acidic taste in the mouth, or mild reflux. While these symptoms rarely signal something serious, persistent or frequent indigestion can lead to chronic inflammation of the stomach lining, known as gastritis, or it can aggravate conditions like acid reflux disease. But the causes go beyond what's on your plate. Stress and anxiety play a surprisingly large role. When the brain senses stress, it diverts blood away from the digestive system to prepare the body for fight or flight. Digestion slows down. Stomach acid balance shifts, and food remains in the stomach longer than it should. Over time, this creates the perfect environment for chronic indigestion. That's why many doctors now refer to the gut as the body's second brain. The enteric nervous system, and a vast network of nerves in the digestive tract, communicates directly with the brain. When you feel anxious, your stomach literally feels it. This is also why mind-body practices like deep breathing, meditation, and mindful eating are proven to improve digestion. They calm the nervous system, allowing the stomach to do its job efficiently. Now, imagine combining that calm mindset with one of nature's most scientifically supported digestive aids, fresh ginger, the natural remedy, and how it works. Ginger, scientifically known as zingiber, officinalis, is far more than a spice. It's a medicinal root that's been used for over 5,000 years across Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Ancient Ayurvedic texts described it as Vishvabhesaj, meaning the universal medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine called it the warming herb, known for its ability to ignite digestive fire and balance the body's internal energy. Modern research has confirmed much of what traditional healers already knew. Ginger contains a collection of powerful bioactive compounds, chiefly gingerols, shogols, and zingerone, which work together to stimulate digestion and reduce inflammation. Here's how these compounds benefit the digestive system. Stimulates digestive enzymes. Ginger encourages the production of enzymes like amylase and lipase, which help break down carbohydrates and fats more efficiently. Increases gastric motility. It helps the stomach empty faster, preventing that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. Reduces inflammation. The anti-inflammatory properties soothe the stomach lining and help prevent gastritis. Balances stomach acid. Ginger can neutralize excess acid while promoting healthy production of digestive juices. Relieves gas and bloating. By relaxing the intestinal muscles, ginger helps trapped gas move through the system naturally. Eases nausea. Clinically proven to reduce nausea from motion sickness, pregnancy, and post-surgical recovery, ginger is one of the safest natural anti-nausea remedies available. Preparing the remedy. The most effective and gentle way to use ginger for indigestion is as a warm herbal tea. Here's how to make it. Take 1 inch of fresh ginger root, about the length of your thumb. Peel it lightly with a spoon or knife to remove the thin outer skin. Slice it into small pieces or crush it slightly to release its juices. Boil 2 cups of water and add the ginger. Simmer for 8 to 10 minutes until the water turns a soft golden color. Strain into a cup, allow it to cool slightly, and sip slowly. You can enhance flavor and benefits by adding a teaspoon of raw honey, helps coat the stomach and adds mild antibacterial properties. A few drops of lemon juice, adds vitamin C and supports detoxification. Drink this tea 20-30 minutes after meals or whenever you feel bloated or uneasy. Most people notice relief within a few days of consistent use. Scientific evidence. Several studies have examined ginger's digestive effects. A 2011 clinical trial published in World Journal of Gastroenterology found that participants who consumed ginger capsules experienced faster stomach emptying than those on placebo. A 2013 review in Food Science and Nutrition confirmed that ginger reduces intestinal gas and helps maintain gut motility. In traditional medicine, it's also been used to treat nausea, loss of appetite, and colic, all symptoms associated with impaired digestion. What makes ginger unique is its dual nature. It can calm an irritated stomach while simultaneously stimulating digestion. Unlike pharmaceutical antacids that neutralize acid temporarily, ginger promotes the body's own balance, allowing digestion to flow naturally again. When taken regularly, ginger tea becomes not just a remedy, but a ritual, a way to slow down, care for yourself, and restore a sense of equilibrium that modern life so often erodes. Supporting your healing journey. Naturally, healing the digestive system isn't about one quick fix. It's about restoring harmony to a process that your body already knows how to do beautifully. Your stomach, intestines, and liver have been engineered by nature to handle food, absorb nutrients, and keep your energy balanced. When indigestion becomes chronic, it's usually because modern living keeps interrupting this natural rhythm. Ginger tea is a powerful start, but it works best when paired with small, steady lifestyle shifts that support your body's innate wisdom. Practice mindful eating. Digestion doesn't begin in the stomach. It begins in the mind. In the moment you see or smell food, that sensory anticipation triggers your brain to signal saliva glands and prepare your stomach for incoming nourishment. When you eat distracted, scrolling your phone, watching television, or eating too fast, this delicate communication breaks down. The result? Food enters your stomach without proper enzymatic preparation, making digestion harder from the first bite. Try this simple exercise. Before eating, pause. Take 1 deep breath. Look at your food and notice its colors, its scent, its warmth. Then eat slowly, chewing each bite thoroughly. You'll notice you need less food to feel full, and your stomach will reward you with calm instead of discomfort. Eat balanced. Warming meals. The American diet tends to favor extremes. Cold salads in winter, fried takeout in summer, iced drinks year-round. While these might satisfy temporary cravings, they often shock the digestive system, especially when consumed too quickly. Warm, lightly cooked foods are easier to process and encourage the smooth flow of digestive enzymes. Soups, stews, roasted vegetables, whole grains, and herbal teas all provide gentle warmth that helps the stomach function optimally. If you enjoy smoothies or salads, balance them with something warming, a ginger tea afterward, or adding warming spices like cinnamon, cardamom, or turmeric. Maintain consistent meal times. Your digestive organs run on a circadian rhythm, just like your sleep cycle. Eating meals at roughly the same time every day helps your body prepare acid and enzymes predictably, reducing indigestion. Late-night eating, especially heavy or oily foods, can overburden the stomach when it's supposed to be winding down for rest. Try finishing dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, and let ginger tea be your post-meal ritual to aid digestion and promote calm before sleep. Manage stress. Effectively, stress is perhaps the most underrated cause of digestive imbalance. Chronic anxiety, financial strain, or emotional tension release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which divert blood away from your stomach and slow digestion. Research from Harvard Medical School has shown that relaxation techniques, even 5 minutes of deep breathing or mindfulness, can restore normal digestive function. Pairing your ginger tea with a few deep, steady breaths can create a mini ritual of relaxation. Each sip becomes not just a physical remedy but an emotional reset. Stay hydrated. The right way water is essential for digestion, but timing and temperature matter. Drinking large amounts during meals can dilute stomach acid, while ice-cold water can slow enzyme activity. Instead, sip room temperature or warm water between meals throughout the day. Hydration supports the movement of food through your intestines, reduces constipation, and allows nutrients to be absorbed efficiently. When paired with ginger's natural warming qualities, hydration becomes one of the simplest forms of healing. Add movement. After meals, a gentle 10 to 15-minute walk after eating stimulates peristalsis, the natural movement of your intestines that helps move food along. Studies from the Journal of Gastrointestinal and Liver Diseases show that even mild physical activity after meals can significantly improve gastric emptying time. This doesn't mean intense exercise. Even walking your dog, strolling around the block, or simply standing and stretching after dinner can make a noticeable difference. Avoid common irritants. If you experience frequent indigestion, try limiting foods that commonly trigger acid buildup and bloating, such as fried and greasy foods, processed meats, caffeinated and carbonated beverages, excess sugar or artificial sweeteners, large amounts of dairy or spicy sauces. Replace them with foods that nurture your digestive lining: oatmeal, bananas, apples, leafy greens, and fermented foods like yogurt or kefir. Over time, these gentle adjustments rebuild your gut strength and reduce dependence on antacids or proton pump inhibitors. Combine ginger with complementary herbs. Nature offers many allies that pair beautifully with ginger. Peppermint helps relax digestive tract muscles and relieve bloating. Fennel seeds reduce gas and sweeten breath. Sip fennel tea after heavy meals. Turmeric adds anti-inflammatory power and supports liver function. Chamomile soothes stress-related stomach tension and improves sleep. Blending a small pinch of these with ginger tea creates a personalized, medicinal beverage that's both therapeutic and comforting. Sleep and the gut connection. Poor sleep disrupts the hormones that regulate appetite and digestion. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show that inadequate sleep increases levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and decreases leptin, the satiety hormone, leading to overeating and indigestion. Establish a bedtime routine that signals rest. Reduce screen time. Dim the lights and sip a warm ginger chamomile tea about an hour before sleep. Restful sleep repairs your digestive tract just as much as food choices do. 10. The role of professional guidance. While natural remedies like ginger are remarkably safe, persistent or severe indigestion can occasionally point to underlying conditions such as ulcers, gallbladder issues, or food intolerances. If symptoms persist for more than a few weeks, or if you notice unexplained weight loss, severe pain, or vomiting, consult a healthcare professional. A balanced approach, natural care complemented by medical insight, ensures you support your body responsibly. Transformation and a life in balance. Healing doesn't happen in a single moment. It unfolds quietly, almost invisibly, through hundreds of small, consistent choices. One day you realize you no longer reach for antacids after every meal. You feel lighter after eating. The tightness in your chest is gone. You wake up with more energy, less worry. Your ginger tea becomes more than a remedy. It's a reminder. A reminder that you took back control, that you slowed down enough to listen to what your body was saying. This transformation isn't dramatic. It's steady. The kind of healing that makes life smoother rather than louder. Imagine this. It's a calm morning. You're sitting by your kitchen window, sunlight filtering through the curtains. You pour hot water over thin slices of fresh ginger. The scent rises, warm, earthy, clean. You take a sip and it settles into your stomach like comfort itself. For a moment, everything feels simple again. The bills, the deadlines, the worries, they're still there, but lighter somehow. Because you're lighter, ginger has done what modern medicine often forgets to do. It's helped your body remember its natural rhythm. You no longer eat just to fill your stomach. You eat to nourish your life. And with every meal, every mindful choice, you reinforce that truth, that health doesn't come from restriction or fear, but from connection to food, to your body, to the quiet intelligence of nature itself. The broader science of balance in recent years, scientists have begun to validate the ancient wisdom surrounding natural digestion. The gut microbiome, a vast community of bacteria living inside your intestines, plays a crucial role in everything from immunity to mental health. When your digestion is out of balance, so is this microbial world. Ginger, rich in prebiotic compounds, helps maintain this microbial harmony. It supports beneficial bacteria such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, while reducing harmful strains linked to inflammation. It's one more reason why regular ginger intake can improve not just digestion, but energy, mood, and even cognitive clarity. This scientific validation bridges the gap between ancient healing and modern medicine, showing that sometimes the simplest remedies hold the deepest intelligence. From discomfort to confidence, indigestion once made you hesitant, uncertain of what you could eat, where you could go, how you might feel afterward. But through patience and gentle care, that anxiety fades. You rediscover the freedom to enjoy food without fear. You start planning dinners again, not around what you can't have, but around what makes you feel nourished. You bring your lunch from home, fresh vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and sip ginger tea midday to keep your energy steady until others begin to notice. You seem different lately, calmer, lighter. That's the power of natural healing. It radiates quietly from within. A final word on harmony. The path to digestive balance mirrors the rhythm of life itself. Moments of imbalance, followed by gentle restoration. There will still be stressful days, rushed meals, unexpected slip-ups, but you'll carry a new tool, a new awareness. You'll know that healing isn't about avoiding every mistake. It's about returning again and again to what supports you. A cup of ginger tea, a mindful breath, a commitment to simplicity. Over time, these small rituals shape not only your digestion but your entire sense of well-being. They remind you that wellness isn't a destination. It's a daily practice of care, patience, and gratitude. So tonight, as the day winds down, let your kettle sing softly. Drop a few slices of ginger into warm water. Watch as the golden hue spreads, gentle, reassuring. As you take that first sip, feel the warmth flow through your body. You are rebalancing. You are healing. Stay healthy, stay natural, with Pure Cure Remedies. Transformation and a life in balance. Healing doesn't always announce itself with a grand moment of change. Often it comes quietly, a morning without discomfort, a meal that feels light instead of heavy, a night of restful sleep that leaves you truly refreshed. And then, one day, you notice you no longer carry antacids in your bag just in case. You're not constantly worrying about what will trigger that uneasy fullness. Your relationship with food, once complicated, now feels peaceful again. This is the silent victory of natural healing. It doesn't shout, it restores. For countless people across the U.S. and around the world, ginger has become more than a spice or a seasonal flavor. It's become a quiet companion and an anchor in a busy life, a daily reminder that health can be simple, accessible, and deeply human. The modern burden of indigestion in today's fast-paced culture, digestive issues have become almost an accepted norm. We eat on the go. We skip breakfast. We grab whatever's easiest between meetings or late-night deadlines. The body keeps up for a while, until it can't. In America, over 60 million adults experience symptoms of indigestion or acid reflux at least once a month. Nearly 1 in 4 deal with it weekly. It's so common that we often treat it as an inconvenience instead of a signal, a message from within that says, slow down, listen, and nourish. The U.S. healthcare system spends billions each year treating digestive discomforts. Prescriptions, proton pump inhibitors, over-the-counter antacids. These medications help temporarily, but they don't restore the natural digestive rhythm. That's where natural remedies, and backed by science and guided by moderation, play an essential role. Ginger doesn't suppress your symptoms. It supports your body's ability to resolve them. It teaches the body how to heal again. Ginger's reach beyond the stomach. The power of ginger extends far beyond indigestion. Modern studies have uncovered a range of benefits that reach into nearly every system of the body. Anti-inflammatory. Ginger reduces levels of inflammatory markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, helping calm systemic inflammation, linked to arthritis and metabolic syndrome. Antioxidant. The gingerols and zingerone compounds help neutralize free radicals that damage cells and accelerate aging. Immune support. By warming the body and improving circulation, ginger enhances immune function, making it a reliable ally during flu season. Metabolic boost. Some studies show that ginger can slightly increase metabolism and support healthy blood sugar levels. Cognitive health. Emerging research suggests ginger's antioxidant profile may protect against neurodegenerative conditions and improve memory function. So, when you sip ginger tea, you're not only aiding digestion, you're nurturing your whole system. This is the beauty of natural medicine. It never isolates one symptom. It heals the whole person. A story of renewal imagines someone like Sarah, a 45-year-old working mother juggling deadlines, family life, and the constant rush that defines modern living. For months, she lived with discomfort, bloating after meals, a burning chest at night, an uneasy heaviness that made her avoid her favorite foods. She tried over-the-counter pills, skipped meals, even cut down on coffee, but the relief never lasted. One evening, while scrolling online, she came across the idea of ginger tea for digestion. It seemed too simple to work, but she tried it anyway. A small change. A 1-inch piece of fresh ginger. Boiled, steeped, and sipped slowly after dinner. The first night, she felt the warmth. The second, she slept better. Within a week, the bloating had eased. Within a month, she began craving fresh foods again. She ate slower, chewed better, and somehow, without forcing it, her stress felt lighter too. Ginger didn't just soothe her stomach. It reminded her to reconnect with her meals, her body, and her peace. Sarah's story is not unique. Every day, people are rediscovering the quiet power of nature through simple rituals like this. The science of simplicity. If you ask a gastroenterologist why so many people suffer from indigestion, they'll often point to a single word: imbalance. Too much acid or too little. Too much stress, not enough rest. Too much processed food, not enough fiber. The body isn't malfunctioning, it's out of sync. Ginger helps restore that sync in small but measurable ways. It increases saliva, bile, and digestive enzyme flow. It balances pH levels in the stomach. It promotes peristaltic movement in the intestines. And perhaps most importantly, it reduces oxidative stress that contributes to gut inflammation. These are not mystical effects. They are biochemical, real, measurable, and proven. This is why even Western medicine is beginning to embrace what traditional healers have known for centuries. In fact, the U.S. National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health lists ginger as one of the most well-studied natural remedies for digestive disorders. It's safe, effective, and supported by a growing body of evidence. So when you choose ginger tea, you're not choosing between science and tradition. You're choosing both. Beyond the cup. Building a life of balance. A single cup of ginger tea may begin the healing process, but lasting wellness grows from what surrounds that ritual: how you live, how you rest, how you treat yourself. To truly transform your digestion, consider these deeper habits. Respect your hunger cues. Eat when you're hungry, not when you're bored or stressed. Honor your fullness. Stop before you're stuffed. Let comfort guide portion size. Cook with intention. Preparing your own meals allows you to control ingredients and reconnect with real food. Create quiet moments. Stress is not just mental, it's chemical. Mindfulness reduces the acidity that stress adds to your stomach. Move every day. Physical movement is digestion's partner. Walking, yoga, gentle stretching. When these practices become second nature, The body regains what it always had, balance, and balance more than any single cure, is what real health feels like. The emotional side of healing digestive discomfort carries an emotional story too. In holistic medicine, the gut represents how we digest life itself, our ability to take in experiences, process them, and let go of what no longer serves us. When you suppress emotions, rush through meals, or ignore your body's signals, the tension collects in the stomach. It becomes tightness, pressure, acidity, a physical manifestation of emotional overload. Sipping ginger tea becomes symbolic, a way of saying to yourself, I'm ready to slow down. I'm ready to listen again. Healing in this sense is not just medical, it's personal. It's the art of giving yourself time to breathe, time to reset, time to care, and each time you do, the body thanks you in the only way it knows, through peace, lightness, and energy. Returning to nature's rhythm. When we think about healing, we often imagine something complex, medications, diets, strict routines. But nature teaches through simplicity. The sun rises and sets. Seasons flow from one to another. Rivers never rush but always reach their destination. Your body follows the same laws. It doesn't need force and only rhythm. Ginger, in its quiet potency, helps restore that rhythm. Each time you boil that piece of root and watch the water turn golden, you're tapping into something ancient, the timeless cycle of renewal that connects all living things. You're saying yes to your health, yes to balance, yes to the simplicity that modern life so easily overlooks. The reward of consistency. People often ask, how long should I drink ginger tea? The truth is, there's no finish line. Some people drink it daily, others only when needed. The goal isn't dependency, it's connection. When you understand how your body responds to ginger, you naturally know when to include it. Over time, you may find your digestion stabilizing so deeply that you no longer need the tea. You choose it because it feels good. That's the highest form of healing. When the remedy becomes an act of love, not necessity. Your body remembers. Your body is intelligent. It remembers balance. It knows how to heal. You simply have to give it the space, the patience, and the right tools, and tools like real food, rest, and the warmth of ginger. It's remarkable how quickly the body responds once we stop fighting it and start listening. Within weeks of small changes, cells begin to renew, enzymes reset, inflammation decreases, and vitality returns. And as you continue this journey, remember, every time you choose something natural, every time you slow down, you're not just healing your body, you're healing your relationship with yourself. So tonight, as you hold that warm cup of ginger tea in your hands, feel the simplicity of it. The steam rising is a symbol of calm. The aroma, earthy, grounding, connects you to the roots of the earth itself. Take a slow sip. Feel it travel down, easing the tension in your chest, warming your stomach, calming your mind. This is your moment, a small, quiet victory in a world that rarely slows down. You've chosen balance. You've chosen care. You've chosen nature. Let this ritual remind you that your health is not a chore. It's a gift. A partnership between body and mind, science and nature, you and the world around you. And in that partnership lies the true meaning of wellness, not the absence of symptoms, but the presence of peace. So keep listening, keep learning, and keep trusting the wisdom that has always been within you. Because healing, real healing, begins the moment you decide to return to what's simple, hone,